Season 2, we're back, and I couldn't think of a better person to start it off with, the powerhouse behind 2 brands and 3 thriving stores. Sky Austin, welcome to Let's Be Frank.
Thank you. I'm so excited to be here.
I couldn't be happier that you are our first guest. Like I said, you have 2 brands, you have stores popping out everywhere, watching you build storefronts, a major TikTok community. Just these businesses has been so inspiring and chaotic to watch, and me and your community, we all love watching you. And I want to get into the good, bad, the ugly, and everything in between further along. But I want to start off with, how are you? How's things been going? What's life looking like for you right now?
I am really well, thank you. I love that question. And I think it's always important to answer it truthfully.
Yes.
I feel very supported by my community. At the moment, my friends, my family, everyone around me. So I always do feel really supported. I'm really excited. There's so much happening. There is always so much happening.
Oh my gosh.
Every day looks different. So yeah, it's always just a fun roller coaster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to start with the right now. Normally we go back and start from the beginning, but for you, I want to start with the right now because you're closing down your Melbourne Central store. You're opening up your Geelong store, which is so exciting. And you're in this big chapter of in the middle. You're literally in the messy middle of going between 2 things. What has that been like for you? And do you feel like you've been able to pause and just exist in your life right now?
Yes and no.
Yeah.
There is so much going on, but I'm really excited about this next chapter. I think we are coming out of a really challenging era, and I feel like I am seeing the light by opening the new store. There has been so many ups and downs, so many learnings, which I'm sure we'll go into further down the track. But I'm really excited about what is coming with our new store, and I feel like we're on the verge of something like this tick that's changing us, and I can see it. So that's very motivating each day. Yeah.
So many exciting things to look forward to, and what you're working towards is so exciting. I mean, opening your own store, you've gone from kiosks and pop-ups, and now you're opening your own store is just such a big change. What does the day in the life for you look like right now behind the highlight reel that we see on social media?
What most people don't realize is that I'm actually the only person behind the scenes at Love Sky.
Yeah. I'm
head of marketing, head of finance, head of anything that you see, touch and feel at Love Sky comes from me.
Yeah.
I have a beautiful team of girls who help me in store. So when you're in store, they'll always be helping you out. But I am the only one behind the scenes, which means every day.
There's a lot of weight to carry.
There's a lot of weight to carry, and there's a lot of different things. So I'm up early, love to start the day with a workout, obsessed with Pilates, hot girl walks, you name it, that's me. And then I'm in the office or sitting down at my laptop quite early. Normally I love to start the day off with getting back to people, just making sure I'm on the right foot. So whether that's catching up with team, sometimes I need to go into store and fill in a shift for someone last minute, those sorts of things, and then doing everything else in between, and then ending the day in store, and then catching up on all the other stuff I didn't get to at the end of the day. Yeah.
When you're posting the processes on TikTok, do you ever feel torn between wanting to get stuff done, especially in this era of your life, opening a store and getting that, all the behind the scenes and the fit out and getting it ready to be opened so soon? Do you ever feel torn between wanting to post and share it all online? You've been posting the process on your social medias, but do you ever just want to get it done and not have to record it?
Oh, for sure. 100%. I'm actually not on TikTok personally.
Yeah.
I find it a huge distraction.
Oh, it's the worst.
Yeah, it is. But equally, it's such a big part of what we do, and it is so impactful to my business. So yeah, it is definitely a way up always, but sharing the process is what makes people fall in love with what we do.
Yeah.
But it is such a distraction. I've taken moments where I've done less, but at the moment we're doing a lot more, and it seems to be working.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, you've done literally all of it, pop-ups, kiosks, and traditional retail you're moving into now. What has surprised you the most, either it working well or it completely flopping?
Surprised me the most that it doesn't just work at a click of the finger.
Yeah.
when I opened Melbourne Central, I think I was naive to say the least.
Was that your first store?
Yes, my first physical store longer term. I'd been at the South Melbourne markets before that.
Yeah.
But yeah, longer term at Melbourne Central.
And a much bigger scale.
Much bigger scale, much more investment in product, in the store, so much more risk.
Yeah.
But, you know, so much more reward to be had as well.
Yeah.
And I think I thought it would just work. And it did in the beginning, but it's so easy to get complacent and just think it will continue working. And it doesn't. You need to think of new ideas, get new product in, change things constantly.
Being in those environments and learning as you go, especially with in-person stores, you're dealing with real people constantly. You're dealing with real employees and having to manage people's emotions and their wants and needs constantly. What do you think has been the hardest part of running physical stores and being the person people bring their questions to?
For sure. Having to have the answers is crazy. I mean,
not having someone else to ask.
I'm like, okay, shit. Like I'm the one who needs the answer here. But I have a really beautiful team of girls around me who support me through that process. And, you know, if I say I don't know the answer, but I'll get back to you, they know I'll get back to them. So yeah, managing team is the biggest part of running a business. It's a people business at the end of the day.
Yep.
I do sell jewelry, but I run a team of girls who help me do that.
Yeah.
So that's a big part of what I do, and it's surprising for sure how much effort that takes.
When you are physically in the store, when do you feel the most fulfilled, whether it's setting up, getting the store ready like you're about to be setting up all the beautiful jewelry, waiting for the doors to open, seeing the customers in store or managing the team? What's the most fulfilling for you?
Great question. There's a few moments I really love. One, when a customer comes in wearing our pieces and they're looking to buy something else and they're telling me how much they love it or when they wear it or how much they use it. That's so fulfilling. Yeah. I also love at Chadstone, we're on the lower level and you can walk upstairs and see our store from above. And it's and
you can't miss it.
You can't miss
the blue,
it. Yeah,
right
the denim blue.
Yeah.
Love it. And when the team are downstairs working with customers and interacting, that's like oh my gosh, we're at Chadstone. This is so exciting.
Yeah, the fashion capital.
Yeah.
Literally.
Fulfilling moments, just chats with customers. I love it. Like today I was in store and I had this beautiful lady come in and she was telling me she was making a necklace for her daughter, one of the charm necklaces.
I just have to stop and say that was so much fun. And then my brother's girlfriend messaged after the fact saying, I've been dying to make a charm bracelet. Nowhere does them. Like, was this good and was this worth it?
Yes.
And I was just like, immediately, yes.
$10 a charm, guys. Run.
It was so good. And the girls were so nice and helpful. Like, they were genuinely invested.
Was it Rosie?
I'm not sure who, I can't remember who it
they're
was,
all
but
divine. Yeah.
they were genuinely so invested in making a good necklace. And
the care is next level.
I was like, I don't know where to put the charms. And they were in there designing and it was so much fun.
They love that too. So
I was like, said to them, this is such a fun job. Like getting to design necklaces.
The charm bar for everyone has been such an exciting part. Like that's just changed our game. Yeah. Everyone's just like, oh, I get to create the pieces now. I'm like, yeah. I love getting the team involved in that way. It's so much fun.
So take us back to the start. When you were 15, starting Love Sky, what was the first version of Love Sky and what was the vision?
Yeah, for sure. So I used to be a competitive gymnast. Yeah. And that was 30 hours of my week. Insane. Every week. And I loved that. But when I finished that, I had 30 extra hours in my week. Yeah. And, you know, of course the natural thing was to fill that time. Yes. Not. And I wanted to start a business. And I'd had little businesses. I'd been dog washing for people. I would make little phone cases and hand draw on them and sell them to my friends out of my locker at school. And I would make loom bands and sell them on the front lawn, or I'd braid people's hair. Loom bands. Literally from the age of 7. So it was always something I was doing. And at 15, I was like, I want to be serious about something. I'd just gotten my ears pierced. I was obsessed with it. Yeah. And I was like, I'm going to do jewelry and I'm going to do it really well and I'm going to do it affordably. Because at 15, we earn like $11 an hour. Yeah. How am I going to afford this $100 ring?
How could you even imagine how to run a business at 15? Like, how did you even comprehend what would go into it? Or did you just not? Did you see the fun side and the Pinterest and the The designing.
It's the biggest upside of what I did at starting at 15 is there was no fear.
Yeah.
I just started.
Yeah.
There was no fear of what could happen, what could go wrong. I was
the reality.
Shiny jewelry, fun. This is going to be amazing.
Let's start the Instagram feed. Yeah. At the time, do you think you knew how big it was going to get? Did you think you could ever imagine that you would have had multiple pop-ups and kiosks and now a real store?
Yeah, I think I did.
Yeah.
I think I was really ambitious at 15.
I love that.
Probably too ambitious. I think I said I was going to do like.
That's the best way to be.
I think if you asked someone at 15 how much I would turn over in my first year, I think I would have said $1 million.
Yeah.
I didn't turn over $1 million, but
if only.
Yeah, if only. But I was so ambitious.
Yeah.
I loved that about me.
Do you remember your first sale, which piece it was, who it was to, how you were feeling when the notification came through?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I was sitting on my bedroom floor on launch day. I think I had like 5 sales that day. And I videoed myself like recording it. I'll show you after.
Yes.
It's hilarious. And I'm like sitting there and I had this bright neon pink tissue paper. I was wrapping it up and I'm like, this is
living every moment
the
of
best.
it. You started so young. How did people respond to you, whether it be your friends or parents or other adults in your life? And how did you feel about having to prove yourself in that situation?
Yeah, I think it's been really scrappy along the way and I feel like I've just muted that noise on the outside always of she's too young or whatever. Like I've just been, I think, overwhelmed with love and support from my community, be that my friends, my parents, my siblings, whoever it is, they've always been so supportive. So that's always definitely quietened all of that noise. But
it helps.
Yeah, later on, like making big deals with shopping centers or with suppliers, you know, when we're talking about serious things on the line here, there is this expectation that, oh, she's just 20 or 21 or 22. She's not the real deal. And that's something I've had to work through more recently, but equally you just push past it. And I'm so lucky to have the community I do of people around me.
Definitely having the community and also having the ability to back yourself like that helps quiet down the noise of feeling like having to prove yourself, because it is so easy to get overwhelmed with it and people's opinions and the outside noise that's coming in. Obviously, especially being in high school as well, running this business. What else were you balancing? Obviously, you said you were a pretty serious gymnast, then also adding running a company to that and high school. I mean, 15, what grade are you in at 15? 9?
I was in year 10. I'd just started year 10.
Just started year 10. 10, 11 and 12 is when it starts to get pretty serious in high school. So how did you go about juggling all of those things and balancing it?
There was ebbs and flows. I mean, I'm full-time with Love Sky now.
Yeah.
But at the time, it was just a part-time gig and it didn't need to be serious. And it was just stalls at Campbell Markets on the weekend. So it didn't have to be full-time.
Yeah.
So it was, I'm saying easy to balance, but I'm someone who loves to be busy.
Yeah.
You know, so I used my lunch times. I used before school and after school and all the hours have been in between. It's never felt like a chore. So it was always easy to balance.
Yeah. How did you go about making those first really big decisions, whether it be like your first stockist or where you were going to be selling, like at the markets, or creating packaging and the brand identity? How did you go about making those decisions and what did that feel like for you in the moment?
In the moment, they felt huge. Yeah. And I was like, I'm going to have this pink logo forever.
Yes.
And now looking back on it, I'm so much less scared to make those decisions because I know they change so often. So again, at 15, no fear. So you just do it and see how it goes and then you change it again. And, you know, you use your money that you made from those sales to make a different change and grow that way. So yeah, I think knowing I was always just changing stuff and tweaking and seeing what worked, what didn't work, that was how I navigated that.
Yeah. What was the first brand vision, the logo, the vibe of it? Has it changed so dramatically to what it is now? So
dramatically. I mean, you think about being a 15-year-old and then to 22, it's probably the 7 years in your life you'll change the most.
Yes.
Like so much.
So much.
And obviously through that time too, we've had COVID, we've had a really big world change as well. So our brand has changed so much. It was pink, it was fun, it was girly, And it still is, you know, girly, and I would say it's more feminine and a cool girl, effortless now. But the denim blue was not something we came to until I opened Melbourne Central. And when I did open Melbourne Central, that was probably when I came to a very clear brand identity of what I wanted to stand for. And we do stand for now.
Yeah. And it's so unique as well, the blue denim.
Yeah.
Like you see the blue denim and you know it's Love Sky when you're walking in those shopping centers.
Because it's casual. Like jewelry isn't just for special days. It's for every day. It's for all the moments in between. We talk about elevating your everyday, and denim is that. You elevate your everyday with denim and it looks chic and beautiful.
Yeah.
Chuck a gold necklace on and hoops. You can go anywhere.
Denim and white tank top is my go-to.
It's the best.
Literally uniform every single day. So being able to accessorize, you've literally nailed it on the head there. Was there ever a point in your career and your journey with Love Sky or either of your businesses really that you wanted to stop, or you had a little bit of a break where you lost the passion, and what pulled you back in if there was?
I don't think I lose the passion, but I lose sight sometimes.
Yeah.
It can feel really scary. You're in a roller coaster and you have no idea where the end is, what the end looks like, and if it will be okay every single day.
Yeah. And new challenges every single day. You open the email inbox and it's something new.
Yeah. Like you say at the start of the week, it's going to be a chill week.
Yeah.
And then it's downhill from there.
Yeah.
But I think pulling it back to just gratitude, that's really simple. But I'm 22. I get to work for myself. I get to design pieces that I love, and I get to share that with a community that I love.
Yeah.
So that is what drives me.
Now I want to move into this next section of your brand. Love Sky was obviously the start, and as things evolved, so did your vision, and eventually what started off as one brand became two, and Stanlie was born. I want to talk open about what is Stanlie, how is Stanlie and Love Sky one, and then how did they split?
Yeah. Stanlie is like my secret little baby.
Yeah, so I didn't know about Stanlie.
Yeah.
I was Googling you and I was like, what is this Stanlie?
What is the Stanlie thing? Yeah. I'd never really speak about it. Not because I'm hiding it. Just Love Sky is what I focus on for sure. And Stanley's like the little sister that gets forgotten, but we love her. She's a big part of what I do.
Yes.
So Love Sky and Stanlie, you know, being 15, I was just creating things I loved. It wasn't just jewelry. It was tracksuits in COVID. It was bikinis when I finished school because I was bikini obsessed.
Yeah.
It was cute hats. It was skirts. It was whatever
you were loving at that moment.
Whatever I loved, I would sell, and it worked. I loved that. But when I was thinking about being more serious with it, I really felt that jewelry was a standalone concept and that it should be its own separate thing that I could talk to for gifting and all of the things that we know and love about Love Sky today.
Yeah.
But I loved bikinis still, and I didn't want to let that go. And it was such a creative outlet for me. So I started Stanlie. I just was like, we'll just up and lift this range into another business and have it separately.
The aesthetic of Stanlie is so distinct. It's coastal, it's summer, it's very memorable and feeling nostalgic.
Yes.
How did that aesthetic and vibe come about for Stanlie? And when you made the split, how did you decide what Stanlie was going to stand for and how it was going to be different to Love Sky? Because if they started as one, it's easy for them to stay blended in the vision.
No, for sure. It's something I've worked really hard at, but I look at Love Sky as my Melbourne mode. This is what I wear when I'm here. I wear Love Sky all the time though, but Stanley's like my holiday mode.
Yeah.
That's like when you switch off and you get to wear your bikinis at the beach and you chuck the cute rugby on over the top when it gets cold and the hat, and that's what I really try to embody with the brand. And I see it and I'm so inspired by the Australian coastal life and just time in Queensland and all the beautiful things about holidays. That's how I say Stanlie.
You've called Stanlie your side project or the little sister, but you've also said that it can financially fund Love Sky. Can you explain that to us and talk us through how you separate passion versus strategy between the two? Because you've expressed how much you love Stanlie, but you prioritize Love Sky.
Yeah. I, at this moment, feel like there's such a boom happening in jewelry and what I'm doing with Love Sky, and there's a real opportunity to scale that and to bring it to so many more people who will love and enjoy the brand. So that's why I focus on that. But Stanlie is able to, support what we do each week, and it's pretty low input. Like I do put a lot of love into it, and it happens to be something that comes really naturally to me in designing and all of that sort of thing. And I'm able to just replicate all the operations I do for Love Sky to Stanlie in a really small way.
Yeah.
So it's a bit of a gem that just helps us out, and it's something I really want to go into and expand down the track, but just not right now.
Strategy-wise,
yes,
Love Sky is the go-to
for sure
right now. From a creative perspective, what does Stanlie give you that you think Love Sky maybe doesn't? Do you feel like you can be more experimental and playful with Stanlie because it's not on as big of a scale as Love Sky is?
For sure, definitely. That's one part of it. And I love designing. I'm not a designer by trade. Like I didn't study it at university, but I did a lot of it at school, and I had 2 folio subjects doing art and viscom, and that was something I loved. So I get to do that with Stanlie. You know, how much can you design a gold hoop? You can't.
Yeah.
There's a lot of craftsmanship in terms of the weight, the material, you know, how you want it to sit. There's those sorts of things which I really enjoy, that technical side of it. But Stanlie, I get to really dream up something that comes from my head with a bikini or a dress or whatever it is. So it's fun.
You have Stanlie at the South Melbourne markets as well. How do you think that differs from having a shop or a kiosk in store in a major shopping centre, and what do you prefer?
So interesting. It's so different.
Yeah.
The markets I've been in and out of now for 3 years, because I was originally there with Love Sky and Stanlie together.
Yeah.
It's such a community of people. Like I walk in every morning or when I'm there, and I get to say hi to all the store holders. You know, there's just this band together feel about it. And it is actually, being at the markets is a huge part of what Stanlie is itself. It's a big part of our brand. It's a community Australian lifestyle.
Yeah.
So that's so different to a really strict, high profile shopping centre where you need to be delivering certain things at a certain, you know, expectation. That's really high pressure. Whereas I just feel very supported and loved at the markets. It's different.
Do you ever struggle being at the markets in winter or any other times of the year where maybe people won't turn up as much, or it is high risk being at markets as well because not many people want to go during winter, for example?
I think the South Melbourne markets specifically,
they're a good place to be.
They're a great place to be. If you're listening, please keep me. No, we'll be there for a while. But people come year round, surprisingly.
Yeah.
It obviously picks up in Christmas, like any retail place will.
Yeah.
But there is tourists from every corner of the globe.
And it helps that it is South Melbourne markets because it is so well known for the food as well.
Yeah.
Every time I go there, I'm like,
the donuts.
oh my God, the donuts.
Yeah, we're opposite the donut store. And I sit there and I look at it and I'm like, don't eat the donuts.
Yeah.
But no, such a beautiful group of customers there from America, and I love hearing their stories. I'll chat to them. It's like a day off being there, even though it's not, but it's fun.
It's would be so different from working in Love Sky.
Yeah.
And like you said, Love Sky really does embody Melbourne.
Yes.
Compared to Stanlie.
Yeah.
So it would be such a big difference switching between the two brands.
And I think it's that's how I am able to stay so busy.
Yeah.
Same as like, you know, no different to someone in year 12 juggling 6 subjects. When you're juggling between different things, you can keep on going. It's like almost using
you can switch off from one and then go to the next and you feel refreshed.
For sure. So that's how I'm able to keep on going.
Yeah. What do you see coming up for Stanlie in particular, and do you envision it staying small at the markets, or do you hope one day it gets as big as Love Sky or even bigger?
I think at the moment the idea is just to keep it small, really manageable, super easy. And then in the future, for sure, I'm someone who dreams big. I love to, you know, just think about where it would be, but no clear direction yet.
I want to move on to your community and how it's one thing to build a brand, it's another to build it in front of a huge wide set of eyes of people watching and commenting and giving their unsolicited opinions and maybe solicited opinions and growing in front of people. You've had some pretty iconic viral moments. I mean, you had the clear earrings with the match your jewelry to your dress moment. But what do you think is the first viral moment you had that really, really made you pop off?
I can't remember our first viral moment. I mean, I don't check TikTok that much.
Yeah.
It's something like I post and I don't scroll. So
yeah, that's so healthy.
But,
I wish I was like
it's great.
I am so bad.
Yeah. Well, I had to delete it for a long time to get to that way.
Yeah.
But
do you not get FOMO? I guess
I do. Well, I'll go in
FOMO.
store and the team will be like, so like, let's do this trend. And I'm like, trend? Like what trend?
Yeah.
But Instagram, I'm all over that.
The reels.
Yes, love that. But TikTok, I'm a little bit behind on. I can't remember our first viral moment. I mean, it's funny to say, but we do have viral moments and I don't think we do. But
yes. No, you definitely do.
It's weird when people come, you know what? When people come in store and they're like, I saw you on TikTok. And I'm like, me?
It's a bit parasocial.
Yeah. You saw me on TikTok, but I love it if it's bringing customers in and building our community.
When something blows up so fast, obviously you said you don't really know when it happens, but when customers are coming in store and telling you that they saw you from this TikTok, or even if your employees are saying, oh my God, that TikTok did so well, how does that excitement and stress and panic feel as a business owner?
It's so great. I mean, you are on such a ride as a founder.
Yeah.
Such a ride. Yeah. So take every win when it comes, whether that's
absorb it.
Yes. Whether that's TikTok likes or sales, just take it, run with it, go with it.
Yes.
See what you can get from it. Squeeze the moment. But just get excited, and having a team, a big part of that is getting them excited too. So bringing them on that journey and being like, guys, we went viral on TikTok and sharing that with them. It's fun.
Has blowing up in the viral moments ever outpaced your systems with stock, or has anything ever failed or shut down because of a viral moment?
Oh, I wish. Just because you're viral doesn't always translate to sales. Yeah. And I think that's a massive, misconception online, that you
definitely
have 1 million followers, going to get so many sales from that. And of course it gives you a platform to push that out. But at the end of the day, a like doesn't mean a sale.
You need an engaged community.
Yeah, you need an engaged community for sure. And over time, and people who love what you do. And I feel like we're building that slowly. So
yeah, no, definitely.
No system crashes yet.
No system crashes, but maybe to come.
Please crash our website.
You've said before that content is a part of your job now. Obviously, you say you switch off from TikTok as much as you can. How do you plan out your content? You said it's all you behind the scenes for Love Sky. Do you have help? Is it spontaneous, or do you have a set planned schedule for your content and filming and posting?
I've tried lots of different ways. I used to plan everything, like to the T, down to the caption, everything. And it never felt as organic. And I think where we've found our most success on TikTok is just being in the moment and as organic as possible.
Yeah.
So for TikTok, I'm just wherever my phone is, if I'm there, filming it if I can, remember. I've also got like awesome people around me who remind me to do that.
Yeah.
My boyfriend will always be like, do you want to film that for TikTok? I'm like, oh my gosh, yes, that's a really good idea.
It's so easy to get caught up in the moment, and you're like, oh, that would have made a
really good TikTok. Video. So I'm trying to get in a good habit of that recently. But Instagram is like my baby. I plan that to the T.
Feed preview.
My feed is like planned until the end of the month.
Do you have a fake account to preview your feed?
Oh my gosh, I should do that.
People do that. They have a Finsta to plan their feed. I just use an app.
I use Canva.
That's a good idea too.
I love Canva.
Canva, that's a good idea too.
Yeah.
But I've tried Canva, but I find it having to put in all the individual squares.
Yeah. I'd say all of my content's on my laptop. So it's really easy to just drag and drop. And then I can post from my laptop as well.
Oh,
so
true.
It's great.
What is your favorite kind of content to film and post? If you ever get in a rut, is there something you always go back to?
I hate filming content.
Do you hate it because you hate being in front of the camera, or you hate the process of filming, editing, uploading?
Yeah.
Having to think of a caption.
I used to really dislike being in front of the camera. now I just see it as me, no different to me being in store with customers. I'm in store for those customers, so I should be in store for the customers online. That's,
That's
TikTok's
such a good
my
way
store.
to think about it.
Yeah. I just don't feel like it comes naturally to me. I love pulling it together though. I love seeing the vision, creating the vision, the direction. I'm just not big on filming it.
Yeah.
It doesn't come naturally to me.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you ever feel pressure to be the face of the brand you kind of already are and maintaining being the face of the brand?
I do feel a bit of pressure. I feel like you see it on social media all the time of if you're not in front of the camera as a founder.
It's a big trend in businesses right now on social media to be the face of the brand and carry the brand and be the brand personality.
Yeah.
And I can't imagine the pressure of having to continuously show up, especially recently. It's just been such a big shift of if you're the owner, don't put your face on the brand, keep it product based, keep the brand identity its own. And now it's switched to literally what you were saying. If you are not showing up for your brand,
it's like, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
So it is, I feel torn. I'm like, do I want to be the face? Do I not? For now it works and it definitely helps. Like I said, I'm there for my customers online in that way, like just as I would be in store for those customers. Yeah. So it's great for that and it's great for showing the behind the scenes, and I'm naturally just the person who's there with the camera.
Yeah.
And we're not in a position to be able to hire someone at the moment. But yeah, maybe down the track it is different. I'm mindful of growing the business and making it scalable one day and just being able to deliver it to more people. So maybe I will be the face, maybe I won't.
Yeah. And you have also been a brand that's grown through both sides of not being the face and being the face through both of those eras. So adjusting, I could imagine, would have been a bit tricky going through that as well. On the flip side to not enjoying filming and having to show up in front of the camera every single day, what's the best part about having a direct connection to your customers? Is there ever been any standout messages you've received or comments so far?
We get some beautiful DMs from our customers and I love reading those. Like I said, I'm someone who thrives off customer energy for sure. And being in store, I love getting to hear that directly from customers. So for me, it's just a different avenue for that, online. Yeah. And there's so many founders who don't get that in-store connection, so they only get it online.
Yeah.
But for me, it's just a different version of what I get in store, which is really beautiful and encouraging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Behind all the creativity and the growth and the showing up online and communicating with your customers, there is the real work of running a business, the finances, the direction, the talking to the manufacturers. Starting in visual merchandising and buying, it obviously would have helped you so much into starting your own business and having that background. Did you ever, when you're at DeCuba, take away so much from when you were there and implement it into your own business?
Yeah, definitely I did. Being in the buying department was so informative to my development. Yeah. I learned how to go back and forth with supplier, what information I need to give to them, how you communicate something in your head to become a product. It doesn't just happen.
No, and dealing with manufacturers arguably is one of the hardest parts of running a business.
And manufacturers overseas who don't speak your language, they're amazing and they speak English. But I couldn't imagine it the other way around. Yes. But, there's a time difference. There's all these different things that you need to factor in.
And they also have a vision for your product.
They are experts though. They know, I think something I've learned is to trust and work with amazing people.
Yeah.
And my suppliers are amazing people and I trust that they're the best and doing their best job. So that's something I learned during my time as an intern. And just the full process, just communicating your idea, what feedback you need to give to get the right output. And there's so much nitty-gritty stuff to get into around that as well.
What do you think has been the biggest part running both of your businesses, dealing with manufacturers and dealing with staff and running multiple stores? Which area is the most challenging for you?
The most challenging for me would be the organization of it all.
Yeah.
I would love to think I'm an organized person, but I'm not.
Yeah.
And I'm someone who's super creative and motivated to bring something to life as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
And that probably frustrates some people in my team. But I'm like, oh my gosh, there's this hoop. We need to do it now.
It needs to be in store tomorrow.
And that sometimes you miss a few steps along the way. And the hardest part is to do the steps that you've set out to do, because it's really easy in a small business to just bypass everything and just get it to store. And you can do that. But, you know, equally, I've got a team of people who also need to be on board with all of that and understand A to Z. Is it in the system? Have you done this? Have you got the price correct? Is it at the right margin? All of these sort of questions.
Yeah.
So yeah, my organization, that's the hardest part of what I do, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Staying on the topic of manufacturers, you also recently went to China, was it? What was that like? And how did you make the most of it going for your business?
I love China.
Yeah.
It's such an inspiring place. I think it could be my favorite city, Guangzhou, in the world. It's incredible. It's, as someone who's a creative and inspired by retail, going there's like heaven.
Yeah, it looked incredible, the snippets you put in.
Inspiration at every corner of every street, whether it's the actual retailers that are there, you know, the incredible Korean suppliers who've come over to show their products, and, you know, you can get ideas from them as well or buy from them wholesale. You know, there's fabric markets, which are like 16 stories and 8 buildings wide.
Them. Yeah. Isn't there like a festival or something that goes on over there?
Yes, there's the Canton Fair.
Yeah.
So I went last year and did the Canton Fair, which is incredible.
Yeah. How does it not make you want to start designing every single product there possibly could be?
I need to like stop myself.
Yeah.
I literally like, I'll take a journal and I'll write down, you know, all the suppliers' names you meet, and you get the pictures with them, and then you're like making folders in your phones of all the different inspiration of like, oh my gosh, like I didn't even know I wanted to do a hairbrush company, but now I do.
Yeah.
Like, it's all there.
How do you control yourself in that moment with not starting a million different businesses?
I just write down all the other ideas I have, and then I remember what I'm here to do.
Yeah.
And I get back to that, and then, but it's like you'll see, you know, fabric at a fabric market. I'm like not normally doing fabric for Love Sky, but then I'm like, I'm going to wrap the stores in denim. Like that's the idea.
Yeah.
So you've also got to lean into it, because some of the best ideas are unexpected.
Because I could imagine going to something like that, you would get major FOMO.
For sure.
Especially jewelry is so niche.
Yeah.
Where if you had a clothing company or activewear company, you can expand.
It's more endless. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so endless. So I couldn't imagine the FOMO to going somewhere like that. Or even this year, so many other business owners went to that festival, and seeing them getting to look at all the fabrics and actually build designs with these people. How did you go about it in jewelry? What were you looking for?
Well, I really went so hoping for jewelry, and I didn't actually find a lot.
Really?
Which was a letdown, but I found so much for Stanlie. And it's all those other little pieces of, you know, pockets of inspiration that you find, whether it's, okay, well, it's not jewelry, but it's the packaging for the jewelry.
Yeah, that's what I was
Or it's not, you know, the packaging, it's the bag. Yeah. Or it's not that, it's going to be the store design, or like all the little props we're going to use in the store. Like you could literally go to China for a week and you could set up your entire business.
Yeah.
It's amazing. It's so inspiring. Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine. I've genuinely this year, I've been watching everyone that went
You should
over.
go.
And then I saw that in your snippet of creating your store, you were saying you want to use the denim to packaging. I was like, that is just, it seems so cool. And I want to go literally just to experience it. What is one thing that you think most people don't realize about running a small business or just a business in general?
That social media is really just the highlight reel.
Yeah.
And it's all well and good to say that you're going to build a community there and it's going to result to sales.
Build a community.
But it's so hard to build a community, and that's not a guaranteed sales. Like, you need to focus on what is going to run the business. Making it pretty is one thing, but you need to focus on making sure you can make sales and meet your expenses.
And getting people to care is one of the hardest things you could do. running a business.
For sure. It's all about not just telling a story for the sake of telling a story, but telling your story the way you are living it and bringing people along for that journey. And social media does allow that. But yeah, it's not as pretty as it looks. No. There's so much stuff that goes into it.
And going along with that, we did briefly speak about burnout, but burnout is a real thing running a growing business. And it's something that everyone talks about, but it can feel really isolating. Have you ever felt any really intense burnout? Obviously, you are so passionate about both of your brands, but have you ever felt it and how did you get through it?
Yeah, I've totally felt it before. I mean, I've been doing this for 7 years now. It's quite a long time.
It's inevitable.
Yeah, it's inevitable, and I'm such a hard worker to my detriment. And sometimes it can become, you'll work 4 weeks without seeing your friends and you're like, oh.
Where did time go?
I was just so focused on what I was doing. But how do I get through it? Just back to what I said before, you just bring it back to I'm 22. I get to do what I want to do. Yeah. I get to create beautiful products that I love, and I get to share that with communities that I love. So, yeah.
How do you mentally reset? Like you said, you can say this is going to be a really chill week. It's not going to be that hectic, and then it gets completely chaotic. How do you mentally reset after speed bumps in the road running a business?
It can be really stressful, and that is not something you want to sustain for a long period of time. It really takes a toll. But daily practices like movement, going to Pilates in the morning, for me, it's just getting up that little bit earlier before I get a phone full of notifications.
Yeah.
And knowing I can get to what I need to do in the morning before other people might get there. Not as a race, just for like, okay, great, I'm on top of it.
Your me time.
Yeah. And just having little pockets of resets through your day and people you can talk to and that sort of thing.
How do you balance the creative side of things? Obviously, we've kind of learnt about you that you are more of a creative person compared to the finance side of business and the logistics. How do you balance both of those within your business?
It's a good question. I mean, just knowing it has to be done.
Yeah.
Like if I don't make the creative this week, there will be no creative.
Yeah.
If I don't do the finances, there will be no finances done.
Yeah.
So just setting really clear structures and boundaries about what needs to be done each week in my business and putting it in my calendar. If it's in my calendar, I'll do it.
You've been with these companies for 7 years now. That's a very long time. Like you said, it's the time where people grow the most. You've grown alongside these brands, and with that growth, obviously comes change. How do you think you've changed with these brands? How do you think these brands have changed with you over the years?
I love this question because it has been the most challenging part of what I've done for sure.
Yeah.
You grow so much in that time, and that's personally, but I've got outward facing brands that are publicly there for people to see and to see that development over the last 7 years. And it's really frustrating to look back on, time or try and move forward, and you're seeing this confusing, like, what do I want to stand for, but what do I want my businesses to stand for? Do I want it to be exactly what I want to stand for? Yeah. These are the questions you need to ask yourself. But
it's so hard to remove yourself from it and what you want.
It is, but it's a challenge I feel like I'm overcoming, and I feel like we're getting there. And just bringing it back to what you want your business to stand for, and then I know what I stand for as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you ever look back and cringe at your previous brand identities on social media?
Yeah. Yes and no. Probably no.
Yeah.
I never regret anything. I'm a big believer in you make the best decisions in that moment that you can. Like you would never intentionally try and do something bad. No. So I've never
I always think like it was cool for the time.
Yeah, it was cool for the time, and I was growing, and I'm proud that I did it at that age, and
as you should be.
For it. Yeah,
as you should be. Do you feel like there are any parts of Love Sky versus Stanlie that you lean towards? There's different parts of you that are for Stanlie, and there's different parts of you that are for Love Sky. And how do you think those energies are different?
Yeah, I think my hustle, work mode, I'm getting shit done that's Love Sky.
Yeah.
I'm on a mission, a very clear mission with Love Sky.
Locked in.
Yes, locked in. But with Stanlie, I'm like, la-di-da-di-da. Like, oh my gosh,
go
pretty
with the
products.
flow.
Yeah. That's probably the two sides, holiday mode and work mode.
Yeah. On a completely different note, we're switching off from business for a second.
Yeah.
You're on the THPA Youth Board working with Global Hunger. How did that become a part of your world and what does it mean to you and how are you working with this company?
Amazing. I love that you found that.
Of course.
Yeah.
I feel like this is such an important part of your community to know about you because like Stanlie, I didn't know about it and I think it's such literally an important part for people to know about you.
Yeah. It's a really big part of what I do as well, something I probably don't speak to enough.
Yeah.
I've been involved with the Hunger Project now formally coming up 3 years, but much longer than that. My parents have really always instilled just this need to always give more than you get, always. And it's something from a young age, it was just around the dinner table, that's what we do. Whether that was sponsoring, children with World Vision, putting them up on our fridge and, writing letters to them. It wasn't just sponsoring them, it was like, okay, Sky, write the letter to them, do this, do that. So
having the relationship.
Yeah, building the relationship and actively being involved and realizing there's a world outside of Melbourne. So the Hunger Project, came really naturally and I've been a part of the youth board for now 3 years and I love it.
What do you think is the biggest reason obviously you grew up doing it, but the reason you continue to do it? It's so easy to get caught up in your own world and like you said, get caught up in where you live and your work and your own personal life and get so self-absorbed.
Yeah.
What made you keep showing up for these people?
Yeah. I believe that as someone on this earth, we are global citizens and to be a citizen of this earth, we need to band together and look out for each other in whatever way that is. If that's holding open the door for someone at a cafe, great. If that's smiling at someone down the street, great. If you can dedicate a bit of time each month to working on a project that's going to help lives across the ocean, amazing. And if you can donate $2 a week, amazing.
Yeah.
Just doing your part in whatever way you can, I believe that's like something we have to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's such a cool part of your story and I think it's so important for people to know as well, to just get a bigger understanding of you as a business owner and personally as well.
Yeah.
Switching back again, has your vision and your definition of success changed as you've grown personally and professionally?
Yeah, it's really interesting. Success is something you talk about and hear about a lot.
Yeah.
And there's this idea of what is success. So I've always asked myself that question, like, what would success look like to me?
And it's constantly changing.
Constantly changing. I think success is more, ever growing and it's something you just build over time versus you get to this point. And I think for me, success looks like going after my goals, working hard at them, achieving them and setting new goals and doing them in the right ways.
Yeah. And beyond opening stores and opening your Geelong store, what else are you working towards? What's the bigger picture for you and what legacy do you hope to leave?
I want to be Australia's most loved, ethical, sustainable and accessible jewelry brand.
Yeah.
And I'm so excited about that journey. I think online is going to be a really big part of that. But I think in-store and incredible in-store experiences will be such a turning factor for us.
Definitely.
And maybe one day globally. I would love that. Yeah.
Where would you go first if you were to go international?
Such a good question. Having been to Asia now so many times and just falling in love with it, I do love, Hong Kong, Japan, China.
Yeah.
But, America's amazing. It's really competitive. South Africa's amazing. Love that.
Yeah.
Everywhere. Why not?
Literally.
Yeah.
And I think there's a lot of fast fashion jewelry brands over in America. So I think where you're coming from, even though it is a very saturated industry, you would have a very fair game over there. And I'm so excited to see where that goes as well. We're going into the fun now.
Okay.
This is less serious. We can take a chill pill. We're going to do a rapid fire round. You're going to keep it frank. You're just going to say what comes to your mind. So let's get started. What is the most underrated product on your site? In your opinion, not logistically.
Yeah. We have these earrings called the Quinn studs. I am obsessed with them. I love them and wear them constantly. I don't think we've sold a pair this year.
Really?
Yeah.
I have to look them up now.
Yeah, they're the best. They're so cute and they're light. They're the best.
What is more stressful, a store fit out or a product launch?
Store fit out for sure.
Really?
Yeah, definitely.
Does launching products not stress you out or?
Not really. I feel like we don't build that sort of hype other brands do around our products. So it's more phased in drop.
Yeah.
And I've also done it for the last 7 years. So opening a store is new and hard.
What is one jewelry trend that you think is completely overhyped? Get rid of it.
I've seen a few like black cord necklaces or like with frills on them.
Yeah, going back into 2016.
Yeah,
Coachella
I
vibes.
just don't think that's something I'm playing into. But if that's you, go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I completely agree. Do you think jewelry should be timeless or trend driven?
Both have a place.
Yeah.
Timeless as your capsule wardrobe, dare I say. And then fun, trendy pieces that are less expensive but great to spice it up.
Would you rather invest in one expensive piece or lots of affordable ones?
Lots of affordable ones.
Yes. Maybe a balance.
A balance of both. Quality affordable ones.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not ones that are going to make your fingers green.
No, we
In
hate
2
that.
days. We hate.
No, we do not want jewelry turning your skin green.
What is one brutally honest truth about running a business that no one warns you about? Something that isn't conventional, completely random, that you wouldn't even think.
Your arm workout is lifting the boxes.
Yeah.
You lift, all I do every day is lift boxes of shit everywhere.
Yeah. When is the last time you said fuck it and made a decision that shocked everyone, including yourself, when it comes to your brand?
Probably weekly. I'm so chop and change, which everyone probably gets annoyed by, but that's part of who I am.
Very spontaneous.
Yes.
Skye, that is the end. We made it. Thank you so much for coming on and being episode 1. I'm so happy to have you here as episode 1. Obviously, I've followed you on social media for a while now and love Skye, and I've had friends work for you, and it's just been such a journey watching your company grow and then learning about Stanlie and learning more about you. And now having you in here for episode 1 has been so special.
Thank you for having me. I've loved it. Yeah.
And I'm so excited to see the Geelong store open. I'm so excited to keep watching you on social media and getting to see more sneak peeks and seeing how you fit out the store. I've been obsessed with watching the process and the TikToks you've been making about it.
It'll be fun. Day 8's today. We'll see how we go.
Thank you.
Thanks for having me.